Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Fulham submit transfer bid for Manchester United centre-back Erik Bailly. According to Football Insider, Fulham have submitted a bid for Manchester United centre-back Erik Bailly. The Red Devils are set to be open to letting the Ivorian leave this transfer window. The newly promoted side are looking to bolster their team after finishing first in the Championship last season under Marco Silva. Liverpool are set to visit the Craven Cottage in their opening game of the 22-23 campaign. Fulham have done other business with Man United this summer. Midfielder Andreas Pereira joined the Cottagers on a permanent transfer. Whether Bailly will follow in the Brazilian's footsteps remains to be seen. The Red Devils have many options in the backline for Erik ten Hag to choose from. Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof and Raphael Varane played the majority of the previous campaign under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick. With the addition of the Frenchman to the defense last summer, fans had high expectations from the team. The World Cup winning centre-back was one of the best in his time at Real Madrid, but our defense looked shaky not less. Varane's addition was a letdown and he suffered injuries throughout the season. On the other hand, Maguire and Lindelof made errors in the backline. Man United also had other options last season in Phil Jones and Bailly, but both of them really saw very little action on the pitch. The Ivory Coast international's career with the Manchester-based club has been hindered due to injuries and a lack of consistency. With the addition of Lisandro Martinez in defense, it becomes even more competitive to get into Erik ten Hag's starting 11. Players will have to fight for their places in the team. A move away is the best for Bailly to get the opportunity to get more time on the pitch. It remains to be seen what the Ivorian's future holds for him as his stint at Man United is coming to a close. Manchester United youngster Charlie Savage attracting interest from teams in the Championship and League One. According to Sami Mokbel via United blog on Twitter, several Championship and League One clubs are paying attention to Manchester United youngster Charlie Savage. Teams from English football's second and third tiers are looking into making a move for the 19-year-old midfielder. The academy youngster has been impressive for United during the preseason. Savage came up through the Red Devils youth system. The 19-year-old made his debut last season in a Champions League game against Young Boys. The Welsh national turned heads when he played a part in the first friendly against Liverpool in Thailand. Savage was impressed in the game alongside fellow academy youngster Zidane Iqbal. The 19-year-old played a part in the first three preseason games that United won on tour in Asia and Australia, but the youngster has missed out on the games against Aston Villa, Atletico Madrid and Rayo Vallecano. The 19-year-old has featured a lot for the under-18 and under-21 sides for United. He has played in the defensive midfield position as well as more central role for the youth teams. We have an abundance of young talent in central midfield at the moment. Iqbal has been a breakout star under Erik ten Hag during the friendly games. The Iraq international has surprised many with his ability on the ball. James Garner is another prospect that looks ready to be a part of the core group at United. The 21-year-old spent 1.5 seasons at Nottingham Forest on loan before returning this summer. Savage is a prospect that needs to be given an opportunity to develop further. A move to a club that can guarantee game time is a wise option for both the club and the player. Cristiano Ronaldo, the largest issue for Erik ten Hag, says Laurie Whitwell. Cristiano Ronaldo has provided the largest issue facing Erik ten Hag in his first season at Manchester United, according to Laurie Whitewell. The Athletic journalist highlighted the impact of Ronaldo's early exit from the warm-up against Rayo Vallecano, stressing that the Portugal captain acted of his own accord, forcing United to figure out how to respond. The official line from the club, of course, was to say that Ronaldo was one of many to leave early, that it was no issue. The first of those claims was compounded by Ten Hag, but not the second. It's unacceptable for everybody, he said. We are a team, and you have to stay until the end. As Whitewell writes, for the Dutchman the driving ethos is the collective, while Ronaldo is a man apart and has been acting as such. This dichotomy may be news to no one, given that Ronaldo has always been an individualist, even prompting the United Matchday magazine to debate his legend status at the club. but its prevalence has never been more pronounced than it's right now. However, the legendary goal scorer is increasingly likely to stay at Old Trafford, according to the reliable reporter, given that no Champions League clubs are queuing up to sign him. In fact, the only bid United have fielded has been from an unnamed Saudi Arabian club. Man United asked about the Championship midfielder Alex Scott. Manchester United's scouting department have reportedly identified Bristol City midfielder Alex Scott as a future star. That's according to a report from the United stand as relied by The Sun, who claimed to have obtained information regarding a recent inquiry made to the Robins by the Red Devils. Scott joined Bristol City's youth academy from FC Guernsey back in 2020, although originally signed to the Robins under 18s last summer, saw the talented teenager promoted to the club's senior first team. Following his debuting senior campaign, Scott's stock has risen even higher, having featured in 43 matches in all competitions last time out. The Guernsey-born midfielder directly contributed to 6 goals along the way, capable of playing as a right-sided winger, a central midfielder, or a defensive midfielder. Scott is obviously a very versatile playmaker. Whether or not United can lure him further up the country remains to be seen, but understood to be willing to loan him back to the Robins for the 22-23 season. The 20-time league winners' offer may be too good for the Championship side to turn down. Erik Ten Hag wants Man United to sign surprise Chelsea attacker Hakim Ziyech. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag knows the Chelsea winger Hakim Ziyech very well. The pair, who spent 3 years working together at Ajax, enjoyed a successful time in Amsterdam, lifting 3 major trophies, including the 18-19 Eredivisie. However, following an impressive run of form that saw him directly contribute to 88 goals in just 100 matches, there is no denying that Ziyech enjoyed his best football under United's new manager. Even though the 29-year-old ended up moving to Chelsea in 2020, ahead of Ten Hag's opening campaign at Old Trafford, as well as the Red Devils need to sign a new right-side attacker. According to a recent report from French journalist Nabil Diallet, the 20-time league winners could reunite the Moroccan with his former coach. Although United are blessed with wide attacking option, the majority of their options are young and very inexperienced. The only natural right-sided attacker, and one that would be able to rise to the occasion, is Mason Greenwood, but he remains suspended indefinitely by the club, so there is obviously a need to do some business for that position. Whether or not Ziyech really is Ten Hag's priority, we don't know, but we did have a funny feeling that these links would appear at some point throughout the summer window. A potential move for a player who is rated by Ten Hag and who is out of favor at his current club makes all the sense in the world. Fabrizio Romano provides an update on the future of Benjamin Sesko amid Manchester United interest. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on the future of Benjamin Sesko amid Chelsea and Manchester United interest. Sesko is an exciting young striker currently playing for RB Salzburg, a club who have a reputation for developing youngsters and allowing them to leave for elite European clubs. The likes of Erling Haaland, Karim Adeyemi and Sadio Mane have all moved on the better things after playing for the Austrian side, and Sesko could be the next to add to this list. According to Fabrizio Romano, speaking exclusively to Cult Offside via his column on Substack, Sesko is yet to decide his future. Manchester United and Chelsea are both interested in the Salzburg striker as well as one other club. Both Premier League clubs have met with Sesko's representatives regarding a potential move, but Salzburg don't want to sell the striker until next year. If Manchester United are planning on keeping Cristiano Ronaldo, then Sesko could be the ideal player to rival the Portuguese star. At 19 years old, plenty of development is needed, and learning from one of the best can only do him good. Chelsea also need a striker this summer after losing Romelu Lukaku, but Sesko may not be ready to step up and be the main man. Manchester United lining up Sergino Dest transfer. The right back spot is one area where Ten Hag is thinking about adding quality in. Diogo Dalot has been impressive in pre-season friendlies, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka does not seem like he's a part of the new manager's plan. With Ethan Laird set for yet another loan stint at Watford, Another right back must be recruited to provide competition to the young Portuguese fullback. It was widely reported that United were interested in Denzel Dumfries, but Inter Milan's valuation of the player remains quite high. A new and more affordable name has started making the rounds, that of Sergino Dest of Barcelona. The revelation comes from well-known Spanish publication, Sport. The biggest factor going for the move is Ten Hag has personally dealt with the player in the past. Dest was one of the rising Ajax star back in 1920 and was integral to the side that won the Dutch Super Cup that season. Ajax has sold the US international to Barcelona for an initial 21 million euros fee plus a further 5 million euros in variables. The 21-year-old has made 72 appearances for the Catalan club across 2 seasons, netting thrice and providing a further 4 assists. But with La Liga giants keen to add Cesar Azpilicueta to their ranks, Dest is aware that his involvement will be decreasing. Initially, Xavi had planned with the American in mind, but if the Chelsea skipper were to move to Catalonia, and with a reserve option like Sergi Roberto already available, it would be better suited if the Camp Nou outfit try and recoup their money. Barca are open to selling the young fullback for a minimum of 20 million euros, a fee United would have no problem in matching. The Blaugrana need to offload players if they are to adhere to La Liga's strict salary cap, as well as register their new signings. Dest's attacking playing style and ability to bomb forward and track back was what impressed Ten Hag enough to land him his professional debut at the age of 18, and Ten Hag would love to be reunited with his former protege. Many clubs like Bayern München, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, as well as Monaco were after Dest's signature before he ended up joining Barcelona. Manchester United monitoring Jamie Vardy situation at Leicester City with a year left on his contract. Manchester United are monitoring the situation of Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy, according to 90 Minute. The 35-year-old has just 1 season left on his deal at the King Power Stadium. The Red Devils are said to be keeping an eye on Vardy and his future with Leicester. The 35-year-old has been the talisman for the Foxes for some years now. The former England international has consistently scored goals for Leicester since his breakout season in the 15-16 campaign. The Foxes won the Premier League that season. Vardy broke the record for scoring in consecutive games during Leicester title-winning campaign. Coincidentally, against United, the 35-year-old scored for the 11th consecutive game in the league. Since then, Vardy has been up there in terms of netting goals in England's top flight. The former Fleetwood Town striker won the Premier League Golden Boot in the 1920 campaign. Last season, Vardy was troubled by injuries. The 35-year-old missed a large chunk of the campaign, but still, the Leicester striker managed 15 goals in the league in just 25 league games for the Foxes. While Vardy is one of the wrong side of 30, there is no doubt that the Premier League winner is a proven goal scorer. United's own prolific striker is 37. Cristiano Ronaldo scored the most number of times for the Red Devils last season. Age is just a number, it seems, for some players, and Vardy falls into that category. With the Portuguese international's future uncertain in Manchester, it wouldn't be a bad option to bring in the Leicester striker. United's attacking options need some bolstering after most of our forwards failed to put up the numbers last season. Erik Ten Hag has instilled fresh confidence in the attackers, but having a backup like Vardy wouldn't hurt. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.